We are live.
Raven, the GS, Joe, 1/3 of the Cybernet. Sam, the legend behind the curtain.
We are live.
Guys, I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Raven, your GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
And welcome to Captain Marvel movie review, which at this point, we don't know if it's a spoiler or non-spoiler, depending how the conversation's gonna go. So, before we get started, this is a fantasy sci-fi movie, superhero these days, if you want to add that to it, and directed by Anna Boden, Ryan Flack. The cast, where's the cast? What am I looking at? Brie Larson, is it Brie or Brie Larson, Samuel Jackson, Ben Mendelsohn, Jimon. I don't think you pronounce the D. Jimon Honsu, Lee Pace. Listen, the list goes on and on. Do I have to keep going for the list? I mean, do we have to? No, we don't. All right. I'll throw in my guy Jude Law because it's from the bits in it still. All right. So, and this was released on 8th of March 2019, and the synopsis. Let's go with the synopsis. So Captain Marvel is an extraterrestrial Kree warrior who finds herself caught in the middle of a intergalactic battle between her people and the Skrulls. Living on Earth in 95. Shout out to the 90s babies. She keeps having recurring memories of another life as a US Air Force pilot. Carol Danvers, with help from Nick Fury. Did you know that his second name was
Joseph?
No clue, no.
No, you didn't. No. I didn't know until yesterday as well. But yeah, what was I?
Captain Marvel tries to uncover.
Captain Marvel, thank you very much. Captain Marvel tries to uncover the secrets of her past while, what was that?
Harnessing
her special powers to end the war with the evil Skrulls. All right, cool. That was a bit of a struggle still. But wasn't this movie a struggle? I don't know. We'll get there. So, story. I'm going to start with Sam. I believe you're the most sensible people out of you two. So,
thank you.
Go on.
Story. I kind of like the story a lot. So, it starts with, obviously, like you're saying, the Kree. They believe that these Skrulls are trying to take over like planets, just spreading all over the galaxy. What do we call it? Infiltrating governments, this, that, and the other, and then basically it's trying to take over. And their plan is basically to stop that intergalactic force from doing what they're trying to do, and they're trying to be the police of everything. And I thought that's a decent story because it happens in on Earth where obviously you got spies and stuff just going in, just trying to take over, and then this is on a intergalactic level. I'm like, oh, that's pretty decent. And then what happens in the actual story, I don't know if we're gonna go there or not. I'm like, is that
Do your thing, be yourself. Don't hold back.
I like the way that they did all this other side plots and whatever. I'm like, oh, that's pretty good, Alright, I see you guys. Good storytelling.
I agree with Sam. The story's alright, isn't it?
He said he was good.
Yeah,
His words was good. So it's good as alright.
I think the story, the base story of what's going on with the Skrulls and the Kree, intergalactic war, there's a couple people caught in between, and Earth kind of just gets thrown into this. I really like that. Do you know what I'm saying? The execution of the story, for me, is not there. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like they focus on all the wrong parts of this intergalactic spy war. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I think.
Okay, well, that leaves it up to me. And this story doesn't tell me much about anything in life. I mean, yes, I do agree with what you guys say, but other than that, what to expect from the development of this story didn't get there for me. I mean,
Can we just go full spoilers and stop dancing around what's going on, fam?
But when I said to you guys were holding back. Oh no, because it's me. Now let's go full spoiler.
No, I'm just
go
saying.
on then.
No,
go
I
on
haven't got nothing else to say. I felt like you was holding back. That's what I'm saying.
No, because there's not, after what you guys said, there's not much for me to say in terms of the story. That's what I'm saying. But I was just adding that the story wise, it didn't do much. It didn't deliver much. But you guys have covered pretty much the basis of it. All right, cool. So let's go on to acting. Joe.
All right. My favourite character in the movie is Ben Mendelsohn, yeah? He's the leader of the Skrulls. I think he's the best played, best acted, most charismatic. He's the only character I actually wanted to see on the screen at the majority of the time. I think Samuel L. Jackson was a huge disappointment for me, which is interesting because I felt he was good as Nick Fury. But I feel like they assassinated Nick Fury's character in this. I feel like for 11 years, we've seen this Nick Fury, this guy. And in this movie, they try to show us a fresh-faced Nick Fury. Oh, I'm new on the job. Not I'm new on the job, but I've been doing this not for so long. I'm not as hardened as I was. But they take that so over the top with him. I feel like criminal, fam. Like when I see Nick Fury again in like 2019, I'm gonna have no respect for man. Because I'll be like, bruv, this was you back when. Low key, what you're actually trying to say is this is still you. We just don't see this side of you, fam. And I think that's dead, fam. Like I just didn't like what they do. The way we find out how he loses his eye is terrible, fam. It's terrible, especially from what they set up in other MCU movies. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I don't know if it's an on-purpose retcon, but I just think it's whack. Do you know what I'm saying? How the reason for him losing his eye, fam. So the rest of the cast, it's a Marvel movie, innit? So it hits that Marvel movie standard of acting. Do you know what I'm saying? Not the top tier ones like Civil War and Infinity War. Do you know what I'm saying? Those movies have real emotional depth to them. I don't think this movie for any character has any kind of emotional depth. I don't feel like you're gonna fall in love with it. Like me even saying I like Ben Mendelsohn's a reach, and I'm only talking about Samuel L. Jackson because I've seen him in 11 years of movies. Everyone else, including for me, Captain Marvel's forgettable, mate.
Well, I think I believe the characters in this movie also depicts the story of this movie, and like no development whatsoever across from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. And to be honest, I don't know why man's not saying what it is, because like it's atrocious, isn't it? Like I personally feel that this movie, like from what we was introduced to this movie, man just got played throughout the whole thing, innit? So character development dead, no attachment whatsoever for something that is supposedly to be attached to a grand spectre of galaxy. Nothing there, to be honest. At no point I felt that there was a sense of like that's something big going on when we're talking about taking over species and Earth. The whole MCU, bro, it was just dead. Characters, I can't say anything about these characters because they were not believable, especially from the backlog of what we're getting in it. So it's just dead. It's just dead. The whole thing is just dead to me, character wise.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like, there's not one true standout when you think about it. Like, again, you don't really, apart from Samuel L., like, there's no attachment to anyone else. Like, you don't really care about where they came from or what's about to happen to them. I think Lashana Lynch, for me, she had like, I think one scene. I was like, woo, okay then. Like, I feel you here. But apart from that, I was like, okay then. Like, the writing just went out the window again. And yeah, I didn't care for anyone else. Like the comedic scenes didn't really hit. Comedic scenes didn't really hit. There's like a few, but it's like you're trying to be funny, but you're not hitting any of the tones. Brie Larson, from what I've seen from you, what's it the movie called? The Room.
Yeah.
Holy, and you come and do this. I thought in the trailers everyone was like, You know, she has range, but this movie there's none of it.
I
Same
feel,
blank face, same
No,
one-tone jokes. Everything. I'm like, where are you gonna come out? Where is this Brie Larson that I've seen in other movies?
No,
Where are
see,
you?
I have to stop you, fam. I have to stop you, yeah, because I don't think it's her fault, fam.
Okay.
I don't think it's her fault, and this is why I don't think it's her fault. Her character don't develop in the movie, so it's hard for her. The character written on the piece of paper does not develop through the whole movie. So how can she portray range when her character's not developing? The character we meet at the beginning, in the very first scene, yeah, a tough, strong warrior who gets emotional and unleashes on people. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the character we meet straight away.
Yeah.
The character at the end, what we meet, a strong character who gets emotional and unleashes. Exactly the same, bro. No story arc, fam. Look at movies like Iron Man. Yeah, starts with Tony Stark, rich boy billionaire, selling these guns, selling these missiles to corrupt people in other countries, fam. Through that story, he goes through trials and tribulations. He gets blown up. He becomes Iron Man. He changes his role, and then he says, "I'm changing my whole business. We're gonna do a different thing, and I'm gonna be a different person." Character arc. You see? Yeah. Same thing with all the other Marvel movies. There's none in this. She's just the same character through the whole thing, and then they try and have these flashbacks where it's like, okay, everyone's always told you you can't be this, you can't be that, and you overcome that, fam. Focus on that. Focus on the tough struggles that you went through. Don't flash back to that. That's the meat we want. That's what we need. Because in the current time, we're seeing she's got all the powers. She can do everything. We don't care about that. We care about the struggle you went through. How did you become the hero you are today? Why are you so determined to bust the barriers that man was saying you couldn't bust? That's what we should have been focusing on. I don't even know what we was focusing on. Proton torpedoes, boom! Like, what, bro? Like, I don't even see how, I don't know, how you can be inspired by this movie, because, there's just,
well, one of the major issues of this movie is that there is no energy behind it. There is no energy, and this is where it goes back to the script, like you mentioned. But I also feel that with actors, Jude Law, you got big boy actors throughout cast. Yeah, there's no way someone can just take a script and you not add your flavor to it. You not adding your weight. There is no weight from any one of these performers at any point. Almost like this movie was pretty much off the base of Infinity War, and we're just putting this movie out there because we know what it is, and it's just done completely wrong. The whole thing is dead. It's a shambles. To be honest with you, we got sold a movie based off another movie's success, because there's nothing that we've been getting that's part of this universe that's been portrayed here. Whether it's character, whether it's story, the whole thing is dead, innit? And like I said before, man got finessed to come and watch this movie because you knew, because it comes at the back of Infinity War, and it's dead. What you guys did is wrong, innit? That's pretty much what I have to say about acting. Sam,
What, production?
did you talk about acting?
Yeah, I was saying Brie Larson, she was Elseworld, isn't it?
I mean,
that's the thing, bruv. I don't blame none of the actors in the movie.
So it's the script then.
no, I blame them too. I blame them too because you have a weight. You have a weight. You have a weight.
The reason I don't agree with you is because man don't know what's going on in Disney office, Marvel offices. We don't know which one of these man can say, "Yo, I'm not saying this. I'm doing that. I'm doing that." So I'm just saying
to come in. But listen,
the product these man delivered didn't deliver, and for me, because I've seen every single one of these actors in other movies be way better than they was in this, I'm not putting it 100% on their shoulders. I'm saying it must be the material that these men were given that is whack, bruv. Because I know Brie Larson didn't write this script. She didn't say, okay, my character's going to get no character development for the whole 2.5 hours.
Okay, my question to you, okay, so Samuel Jackson, been on this thing since day dot. You're telling me when he comes and get the script, someone who's been so heavily part of this world, can't say, yo, can we add a bit more weight? Can we add a bit more juice to this?
You think Samuel L. Jackson's gonna come in here and try and throw his weight around when he's been in the...
He's been part of the organisation.
Yeah, bruv. He's been part of the organisation from day one, and this is the most screen time he's ever got. 11 years in, you think he's got weight to throw around? It's not that, fam.
And when we're talking about adding weight, bruv,
and his character's one of the best characters.
And you're bringing Jude Law, who's a bad boy. You bring Ben Mendelsohn. These people have weight on it. Sorry, like if I get drafted to an NBA team, yeah, and I'm a bad boy player, I'm pretty sure I also have some sort of way to impact the team for the performance. It's the same thing here.
Bro, you're talking about something that you're not sure. You're talking about something that you're not sure these lot have the power to do, fam. That's all I'm saying. You don't know.
I know of their performances because I've seen their movies before, so I know what
that doesn't mean when they're doing this movie they have clout to do whatever they want. That's all I'm saying. You're not aware of that.
I'm aware of what they can bring to the table, and I'm pretty sure the studio does too, because that's why they hire them.
Marvel do what they want to do, fam.
You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is dead. So I blame them too, innit? I blame the actors too, bro. All right, on to production. Sam.
Production for me, script. Not lazy, but just didn't really hit any nails home. Like they're constantly saying to Brie Larson, "Oh, you're the funny comedic warrior type," and then she tries to be funny, but I'm like, "But you're not funny." So that for me is like kind of really weird script writing. Like I don't know, man. Scripts all over the place. Basically, some people hit the nail on the head, some people didn't. Like I said, some people's characters made sense, some people's characters didn't make any sense. It was very inconsistent. Just the direction of the whole thing as well felt very inconsistent too. Some things, just the, what do I call it, non-chronological order of the whole movie. Woo! Like you tried it, didn't do it very well. Sorry. I've seen movies do it way better, and go back to the drawing board to do it again, innit?
I think with the script, it just depends on how good of an actor you are in it. Because I think across the board, the script's whack. But the better actors have the better performances because of what they personally do. That's why I think Ben Mendelsohn stands out the most, because his script ain't great, but he performs to it. Do you know what I'm saying? Samuel L. Jackson does some of that as well, performing to it. And maybe Brie Larson's the most out of her element with actually telling, you know what I'm saying? I've never seen her be comedic and stuff like that. So maybe that's why sometimes her jokes actually aren't funny, or maybe it's in the script that she's telling jokes that no one laughs at. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know where it lands for her, but other than that, like production wise, it's pretty much standard Marvel movie. Do you know what I'm saying? It's got a level of production that is good. Do you know what I'm saying? Explosions look cool in space. It looks cool. They did a good job of portraying 1995 when they was on Earth with the blockbuster and the True Lies posters and stuff like that. I thought some of the nostalgia stuff was a bit too much. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't too, like in Guardians of the Galaxy 1, it's too much, but that movie is over the top, so it's okay. In this, I felt like they went too in, and this movie's not actually over the top. Do you know what I'm saying? They tried to keep some sort of realism here and keep it like some sort of levity, so I thought it was a bit too much. But get me, like, it's Marvel movie productions. It's alright, man. It's good. It's decent.
Production for me, bit of a struggle, simply because what I am given at the beginning with certain characters that didn't go on to progress. You're always showing, for example, Captain Marvel's character at the beginning. She's coming to the door. Yo, I can't sleep. Can we go and fight? But then I don't get that sort of portrayal again throughout the movies. You're showing me when she was a kid, fearless, all of that. Do I get throughout the rest of the movie? No, I kind of don't. When she's getting her powers, there's a little smirk. Did you show me her funny side when she was a kid? No, you didn't. You only show me her failures. So even when she's getting powers, there wasn't really much struggle for her. You know what I'm saying? So again, going back to character development, script was, I don't care about script if it's not adding weight to everything else. I don't care about it. So whether it's decent or not doesn't really matter, because it doesn't push things forward. And
fight scenes.
Dead.
Oh, exactly. Like
dead.
You've been seeing Marvel fight scenes now, action scenes, you pull the camera away unless you're trying to hide something. Most of these fight scenes are in your face.
Yeah, that was mad. I did actually think that while watching the movie. This is the first Marvel movie I've seen with shaky cam. Fam.
Yeah.
The first one. And
Very blurry too.
Mad.
Yeah, but that's done on purpose, isn't it?
Well, to hide that they
Yeah,
can't
to hide.
do-
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. So it just feels that it's just they didn't put their heart onto this movie. You know what I'm saying? Like
You don't think they knew the
I got another thing. Now, Captain Marvel's character in this movie is OP.
Yeah.
Overpowered, isn't it? Yeah, this is what OP means for anyone who's doesn't know about like gaming talk. She's overpowered, yeah. So in this movie, she never struggles at anything in the present day. Yeah. So they show like her trying to like her past failures. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when she was a kid, when she was in the army trying to climb up the rope, they show those past failures. But that's not in the present time. In the present time, there's no issue she can't handle. She can do everything. She can beat up everyone. Doesn't matter how many people there are. And that's fine. Yeah? If that's what you want the character to be. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's hard to relate to that character because that's not life. Do you know what I'm saying? Like even now that she's the strongest character in the MCU, there's still got to be things that she struggles to do. Or what's going to happen in Endgame? She should just fly there, click, and Thanos should die, and then it should be over. Do you know what I'm saying?
If that's the way they're going to portray it.
You know, no, but that's for me. When I watched this, I was like, that's how she was portrayed. Like, there's nothing. Like, what issue does she have? What is her kryptonite?
I was about
Where's
to say
the issue?
because her weakness should be that she is human, but at the same time, she's done things human beings can't withstand. Like there's one point, I'm gonna spoil it now. She went into space without a helmet.
Yeah. There was mad inconsistencies in the movie as well.
So
like
one point you're in space with a helmet, next point you're not. So I'm like, so where does her power stop? Apart from her being a human being, and even then it's like she got thrown around the room, this, that, and the other. You're not breaking any bones. Where? So are you not human? Obviously, she got a blood transfusion too. So now she's Kree. But what are the Kree's powers too then?
That is what I was about. I was actually got to yo. What are her actual powers?
Phasing through people, photon blast,
But like
flying through space.
Fam.
Like you got even like you heat up kettles and stuff. Like where does it stop?
Listen, I don't know, innit? I don't know, innit?
Yeah.
So now she's so OP. Like you're saying, like Endgame should be done in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what's mad, yeah? There is that scene when she's on the train and she starts beating up the grandma, yeah? And the grandma gets up, starts doing mad, she starts moving mad on the train, but people are holding her back.
Yeah. That
Bruv.
shouldn't happen. How should that happen?
Why are you holding her back when the fight, like first thing, like, okay, she thumps her. There's a good reaction to it. But then after that, the grandma starts moving mad. Like Darth Maul, fam, like spinning, doing everything. But yeah, everyone seemed to go hold her back. And she struggles for a second, then when she gets away, that is just lazy. Delivery, script, whatever you want to call it, is so dead. Production is dead. And this is where the downfall for me on this movie started right here with the production, the people that came through, that wrote this down. Who signed this off? Because we've been having Marvel movies for years, and I don't even like Thor that much, the first movies. And this surpasses them lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like I said, to me, you man finessed the whole game based on Infinity War, and I think this is why it holds the most for me, because of the way he did it. If it was just a movie, a standalone movie, I'll be like, okay. But it is not, because that's not how you sold it. That's not how you sold it at the end of Infinity War. That's not how you sold it at the beginning of this movie. You did this movie purposely for 5 seconds. That doesn't even matter anymore. So, like, you man finessed the thing in it, and boy, that's where it is. Thoughts on the movie? I guess pretty much we've kind of like spoke about personal thoughts.
I can't recommend this movie.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I can't recommend this movie. Even if you watch all the Marvel movies, or if you want to see this one, even if you're a fan of Captain Marvel, go watch it because you're a fan of Captain Marvel. But for me, it brings nothing to the MCU. I could have watched Endgame and then watched. So I could have watched Infinity War, then watched Endgame. This would have add nada.
Nothing. nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
I feel exactly the same way as Sam. Like, I'm not buying this on Blu-ray.
Not making
I
it.
don't need, like, I didn't need this movie at all. It adds nothing to the MCU at all. Do you know what I'm saying? And do you know what, yeah? I take that back. It adds Skrulls. The Skrulls are the best thing about this whole movie, yeah? That's the one positive I want to put in. I do like the idea of Skrulls. I would like them to see them come back. But other than that, it doesn't really add anything to the MCU, to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I don't want Captain Marvel to have a major role in Infinity War. And when I say that, I don't want Captain Marvel to be the one who defeats Thanos or takes part in that. Hopefully she does something on another planet that helps these guys complete their mission, but I'm just not involved. And this has probably got two of the worst end credit scenes in MCU history. This is one of these. In fact, both of these end credit scenes are worse than the final end credit scenes on Infinity War, which it doesn't have one. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this would have been better with no end credit scenes, fam. But the end credit scene is the only reason you came to watch the movie, and it's not worth the price of admission, fam.
I'm quite. I'm upset, but at the same time, you finessed this whole thing, and I'm gonna keep saying it because, well done. This was your game plan. Your game plan was like, yo, I'm gonna give you guys the end of Infinity War, put the little logo, slap you man up with the trailers, suck you in, and then we're good to go. You know what I'm saying? But for what this character was supposed to represent, and I don't know nilch about Captain Marvel, to be honest with you. But whenever I'm introduced to a new character, I come out with something. Like, even if I'm not like super gassed for the character, I learned something. What did I learn about this character? Nada. Nothing. Like, it was like almost this movie didn't exist, really. Like, and adding weight to what we've been watching previously.
No, like, I'll say it in the trailers, I'll say it again. This literally felt like a Green Lantern ripoff.
I don't even know. I think I wouldn't even say that, bruv, because it even add anything that I could say, like maybe
Captain Marvel to try to be like a funny character. Also, you know, Hal Jordan's that jokey guy or whatever. Like, he comes from US forces, so does Hal Jordan. All this plane business, he's an intergalactic space dude, so is she.
Yeah, but like, you know, Marvel and DC always have similar characters, but and stuff like that.
I've never known her to be like, you know, when like someone's like, oh, this person was created here, so we're gonna create this person here. Like, she feels standalone, but from this movie, it feels like they just try to be like, let's create Green Lanterns or some nonsense like that. Like,
yeah, so are we still on final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm pretty much done with this.
Yeah, I've got one more, yo. Be your own person, have your own thoughts. Don't believe the propaganda, man.
Sheesh.
This movie's dead, bruv.
Super. And pretty much it. This movie was made just for nothing. Our thoughts. What's the rating for this? I don't even want. What's the rating for this? What did we say? A 2. This movie is a struggle for sure, fam. It's a struggle, and by all means, if you watch this movie, jump in the comment section below. This was actually one of the reviews that sucks to do because you don't get nothing from it. Like, zero energy from us. Man, just sitting over here talking about something that I had the bet. And here's the thing. Even if I win the bet, even if it makes $1 billion, even if it beats Wonder Woman, I'm going to give these two men a bottle, fam. Because that's how upset I am. And that's how much I believed in this movie. You get me? So this is a 2 from us. It's a struggle. Jump in the comment section below. Let us know if you love this movie. I know some of you already jumped on Twitter and let us know. Fab, by all means, let us know why you love this movie, why you didn't like this movie. You guys, I'm
just going to say, yo, I'm in the comment section as well. Because I know there's going to be bare people coming with their little agendas in the comment section saying this and that. I'm going to be there waiting for you. To have, not even on a trolling tip.
Not even trolling.
To talk, I want to talk, like, if you love this movie, I just want to talk to you about it. I just want to discuss with you why you love it, why, like, how you feel about the issues I have with the movie. Like, and this is the thing, I actually need to talk to people who like this movie, fam, because I need to understand. Like, am I just missing something? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, am I just missing something that happened that's just not giving me the eureka moment of what makes this movie amazing?
You know what you say about missing something? I'm going back again, like, the way she got her powers, that doesn't even make her special, because it technically says that anyone else can do that.
Bruv. And
this is what I mean. The
this is what
inconsistencies in this movie really does get to me. I'm like, if that happens here, doesn't that mean that can happen to someone else?
Bruv. But then, and this is the thing, and now this is me putting my own spin on it. In my mind, I'm like, it's like the Bruce Banner thing, where Hulk chose him. Like, that much gamma radiation would have killed anyone.
Exactly.
But it chose Bruce Banner. But they never say that in this movie.
Exactly.
Maybe just because she shot the bullet that blew the thing up, it means that she gets the powers. And I don't even understand how blowing the thing up gives her power. I don't understand all of it.
So she absorbed energy. That means anyone can absorb that energy, basically.
Bruv, let's be out, man. Let's be out.
Guys, thank you for joining us for another movie review. You can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitch. I'm pretty sure there's another platform that I'm forgetting, but it'll be somewhere here in the comments on the... What do we call it? What do we call this? Something that's down here. I don't even know anymore. I'm Revenue GS.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitztech.
Joe 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And hopefully the next movie review will have a better energy.
Hey guys, it's me, Joe 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds. Appreciate you watching the last video. Check another one out here, or just go ahead and sign up to Patreon right now. Just do that thing. Anyway, catch you on the next video. Peace.